Good morning, Vietnam. Let's get it. Woo! I hope everybody's having a great morning. You feel me? Listen, man, I woke up like this, okay? And the crypto market, guys, is starting to come back. Now, is this a situation of where this is a dead cat bounce or a rally? I think this is like a little rally right now. How far we can go, who really knows, right? But what I do know is XCN is pumping again. So, with this being said, guys, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm looking for in regards to XCN. Never left at XCN. Actually, I've been able to triple my bags during the dip, and so that is a great thing to see. Yo, shout out to Mark. Mark, God bless you for being up so early. I hope that everything is going well with you, sir. And you listen, you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here with me. So I'm honored, right? Because I know a lot of people are sleeping right now. But XCN is, man, listen, XCN is one of those coins that I love because when it starts pumping, it just pumps, okay? It pumps with no regard for humanity. And while we're all excited, I want to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown, okay? Because we really need to talk. While most of crypto is kind of chopping sideways, not all, but there's some cryptos chopping sideways. XCN decided to make a move. And I don't think this is random, right? This is not random. This isn't luck. And it's definitely not retail waking up first, believe it or not. It's whale activity. That's why we're seeing these gains. But one thing that I love about XCN is there is this synergy between whales and retail, right? XCN, in my opinion, and I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but XCN has arguably the best community in crypto, right? Now, shout out to my Wikicondians. Love my Wiki cats. Love my XRP guys. But XCN, there's a fondness that I have for XCN because of how the community has really like embraced me and rocked with me. You know what I mean? And so when we look at the context right here, right? Let me pull up this other chart because I know my TA guys. That's what you guys do, even though I'm not a TA guy, right? If you look at the broader market, right? BTC is consolidating. I mean, BTC, we were at what, 80 something a few days ago? And now we're at like 94,000, right? And the fear is still elevated, right? So what does that mean? We've got a fear to greed index at 44. Now, it's not 11, like, get it, 11, Stranger Things? Oh, bars. It's not 11 like it was back in December 16th, right? However, this doesn't matter for XCN because this is one of the reasons why I don't do TA like that is because right now XCN is defying all the fundamentals, and I'll explain here momentarily why. Okay, so real leaders show strength before the crowd feels safe. And what does that mean? I mean, XCN is a trendsetter. I've been saying this since last year. Okay, so when you look at XCN, right? When you look at this beautiful pump, the last 3 days, it's gone up nearly 200%. The market cap is still low. Remember, the market cap hit $1 billion just, less than a year ago. Okay. So because of that, the moves are more amplified, meaning that when, these whales go in and gobble it up, pause, it helps with the price action. And right now, the fact that we got over a penny means that we got over that psychological barrier because that penny marker, even though we've hit it before multiple times, it's a psychological barrier. And we just burst through that. Okay. Personally, I didn't think that we were going to hit a penny or beyond. Technically, we are beyond a penny until maybe Friday or Saturday at the earliest. But this is why I love XCN. XCN doesn't care about the fundamentals. XCN does what XCN does, meaning that, you can try to predict XCN's moves, but XCN is not predictable, right? And so when I look at this, the RSI has pushed into momentum territory without going parabolic. Let me say that again. RSI has pushed into momentum territory without going parabolic. What does that mean? That means that bigger gains are still to come. Okay. Now, does that mean those gains are going to happen today or tomorrow? Possibly. But like I said, I don't want to get too overexcited because we know that these whales, they like to do a lot of short trading with XCN because XCN is a very profitable short trade. Now, me personally, I don't really care about the short trades. If XCN goes to a penny or two, and what I mean by that is that that's great. Don't get me wrong. If it wasn't doing that right now, I wouldn't be making this video. But what I mean by that is I'm looking beyond that, right? XCN, when it hits 4 or 5 cents, amazing. If we get to 10 cents, amazing. But first things first, when I look at this move right here, it tells me that it has structure, right? Volume expansion confirms this isn't a fake breakout. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this live stream right now. The key things to watch, though, is can it hold above prior resistances or wick back into range, meaning that it's not going to just, pump and dump, okay? And so most people I've noticed, they don't pay attention to XCN until after it moves. But that's one of the reasons why I've always said, if you're on the Patreon, XCN is not a coin that you kind of just like, you sell and buy in and out unless you're a trader. XCN is a coin that, you accumulate, and when it pumps, then you can take profits. I'm not mad at that, right? Because of the fact that I didn't get to XCN until about last year. So I'm a late guy compared to most of you guys, right? Especially shout out to everybody on X, right? I gotta shout them out. But the reality is this, that a lot of people that got into XCN when it was, 0.0001 or 0.0004. You know what I'm saying? Like a real low number. Okay. And so that's the thing that with XCN is that I'm not here to scalp 5-minute candles. That's what I'm saying, right? I'm looking more at the weekly structure because it matters more than the intraday noise. So as long as XCN holds above the key support, momentum stays intact, okay? And if you're feeling FOMO right now, that is normal. But chasing green candles is how people donate liquidity, okay? And so the thing about this is that, while XCN is up, there may be a pullback. And I don't know when that will happen, okay? If you're looking for all those technicals, go see my man, Caesar. Shout out to Caesar, man. You feel me? I'm here to just give you guys some intel of what I'm seeing. But if you're looking for more of those technical, go see my boy Caesar, okay? I think that this is a great thing because once XCN starts to move, you notice now the bullishness is coming back, right? Now I'm seeing XCN on my feed, and I'm so happy because I got tired of seeing Erica Kirk on my feed for 2-3 weeks straight. I did. I don't hate the lady. I'm just being honest, okay? I just got kind of tired of it. And so the reality is that the community's bullish. You see Wolf of XCN is still there. Shout out to him. Let me like his tweet right there. You know what I'm saying? That's Wolf of XCN. You know what I mean? That's a guy I follow too. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Yeah, listen, that's the thing about XCN, man. We share law. We don't mind. It's not about clout or this and that. We all support each other. I like the tweets. I might repost it if somebody says something that I like, And so I just want people to be aware of the fact that if you sold out of XCN or you don't have any, I'm gonna be honest. This ain't the time to FOMO right now, right? Is there going to be a drawback? Yeah, but in the meantime, the drawback is not going to happen today. And even if it does, you know what I mean? So if volume dies and the price fails to hold structure, momentum cools, which could happen because of BTC. But the way that XCN is looking, I don't think that's going to happen because the thing about it is Bitcoin has been in this 93, 94 range for about 10, 12 hours now. And XCN has actually increased, which is a beautiful thing that we like to see, right? So when we look at resistance levels right now, okay, one of the key markers is that 0.00114. That's a big resistance marker. We notice that we're at 0.01135 now, okay? But when I say resistance, what I mean by that is it able to sustain that and go above? Whoa, okay. See, that's why I say, man, all this TAs, it don't matter. Look at XCN. I'm telling you about resistance points, and XCN, as I'm going live, is just defying it, okay? But the next psychological barrier is going to be 0.012, okay? That's a short-term resistance and a short-term barrier. So that's what you want to look for, okay? One of the major EMA resistance is the 200-day moving average. So that would be anywhere from 0.013 or 0.0131, right? That's the 200-day moving average. If that goes above that, then we're juking and moving, okay? Then it's really time to get excited. So what does this all mean? This is all just short range stuff, okay? But what I'm saying is that if you sold, don't FOMO in, because at the end of the day, there's going to be points where you'll be able to buy the dips. And honestly, if you sold, I'm not here to knock anybody, but man, if you didn't catch that dip, right? That dip that when it went down to 0.004 not too long ago, right? And I mean, listen, trendsetters, we caught that dip, right? Some of us got it lower. Some of us got it at the 0.045. That was just a few days ago, back in 2025, right? But it was hovering in that 0.004 range for a little bit, right? And that's where I was able to go in and buy and triple my bags, okay? And so I'm very excited, guys, to see where XCN goes. You guys know I rock with the community. With that being said, I'm not going to be here for long because I know that whenever I do a long live stream, people, they don't watch. With that being said, if XCN does go beyond those resistant markers that, that I was talking about, that 0.012, and if it sustains it, then I'll probably do another live in the evening. If XCN goes down, you won't see me. That's just what it is. But with that being said, guys, God bless. It's your boy Jones, and I'm out. Peace.